Know that every year Americans make and waste enough plastic to shrink wrap a landmass the size of Texas? Now, think about all the plastic that has been produced throughout your lifetime in the area that could cover. So about 19 or 20 years, maybe a little longer for some. That's not really going away. Plastics and some of the materials that we create take long amounts of time to biodegrade and to decompose, anywhere from 10 plus years, while some forms of plastic are speculated to never biodegrade at all. Yes, we are a very wasteful nation, and the amount of energy, water, food, and waste that we generate and get rid of is phenomenal. But where does this all go? Landfills and dumps are being filled up more and more every day. We are overcrowding our planet with so much waste and not being respectful of what we are all given. The fact of the matter is, people need to be more serious about recycling and should be more recycling friendly. Today, I will talk to you about what exactly is recycling and argue the importance of recycling. Recycling is defined as the process of making or manufacturing new products from a product that has originally served its purpose. According to Paul Harrison, writer of Why is Recycling Important and recycling enthusiast, if products are disposed of in an appropriate, environmentally friendly way, the process is set in motion. So, the process can end differently depending on what kind of material you are trying to recycle. Some materials can be completely recycled into a new one. For example, aluminum cans, glass, and paper. However, some other materials, such as computers and other electronics, need to be recycled in a more safe manner, as they have hazardous components in them. And if they're just simply thrown away, it would be toxic to animals and to the environment. The old hardware in computers and electronics can be recycled at your local recycling center. Keyboards, mice, and cords, and the like can be donated to nonprofit organizations and also can be recycled. There are many ways to participate in recycling. However, it is important to remember that some materials take more of a process or a longer time to recycle than others. Local recycling centers and waste management centers have the proper equipment to do this and are easily found in almost any area. Having bins at home in which glass, paper, and cans are separated into is a simple way to be a better recycler. Talk to your local recycling center, or you can have them picked up by any waste management center or garbage man. To simplify it, when thinking about recycling, not only should you think about the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle, but you should also think about if you don't need it, don't buy it. Now I'll talk to you about the importance of recycling and why people need to be more proactive about recycling. Think about the world as you came to know it. For example, in your local park, all the wildlife and animals and trees, etc. Future generations will suffer because they never got to see any of this. Our children and their children won't get to because they will see more landfills in a more wasteful nation. We need to become more serious about recycling if we want to preserve what little environment we have left. According to Earth 9/11 Group, less than 3% of the forests in America are virgin forest, or 97% of the forests have been cut, replanted, and recut again in order for paper and other materials. So not only is recycling important for the environment, but it also saves vast amounts of energy. Creating new products out of recycled products is a lot more energy efficient than creating products out of the raw materials that we strip from the earth. In fact, according to theimportanceofrecycling.com, recycling one aluminum can saves enough energy to run a 100-watt bulb for 20 hours, a computer for 3 hours, or a TV for 2 hours. Think of all the aluminum cans that are just thrown away. If at least half of them were recycled, how much energy can be saved from that and the good use that could go to. You're probably thinking to yourself, if recycling is so useful and energy efficient rather than just stripping away our lands, why is it not more prevalent? Well, most people think that recycling isn't for them or that they just don't have the time. I'm here to tell you that recycling is for anyone and it can be simple. All you have to do is separate your waste and watch what you buy and throw away. You need to get informed and go out and find your local recycling center. And you'd be surprised how many different materials can actually be recycled that you just normally throw away. We have tons of tools, equipment, and centers, and the decision of ours if we want to be more proactive about our future and about the futures of our children. To conclude my speech, recycling is something that is very important in the preservation of the earth. It saves vast amounts of energy in our environment by taking previously used products and materials and reusing them and disposing them in a proper way. It is a smart choice for everyone and should be more prevalent in our society. Remember, reduce, reuse, recycle.